Welcome back. You're still watching Good Morning Ghana. That was the newspaper review segment. Now it's time for us to bring you our community watch this morning. The Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs are appealing to the Chieftaincy Minister, Seydou Dana, to, as a matter of necessity, revoke the transfer of the House Registrar Harry Attipoe. According to them, they believe he still has more to offer. My colleague Gabriel Obudatagwashong has more.
Are saying that they don't want the registrar to go, and they've petitioned the chieftaincy minister. There are a whole lot of issues coming up, but I wouldn't want to talk much. Let's get to them, listen to their press statements, and thereof interact with them to digest the issues further.
Mr. Harry Attipoe has been Registrar of the House of Chiefs for 3 years now. He has excelled in his duties, including spearheading the codification of the customary law. The only traditional area in the Greater Accra region that has the line of succession codified into law. The members of the House mandated him to organize workshops to educate stakeholders and members of the traditional councils in the region. This he did successfully. This was the beginning of his woes after he completed 8 out of the 13 traditional councils. A letter came from the ministry cautioning all staff to desist from organizing such workshops and also not to grant unauthorized interviews to the press. Subsequently, a transfer letter followed. The leadership, including members of the House, saw this as their making because we directed him to organize the workshop, and thereby we call and caution him as to the interview he granted and intervene on his transfer. We, the chiefs of the region, are surprised that some youth have taken to the streets in respect of Mr. Harry Attipoe's transfer, which does not concern them in any way. We believe that there are some faceless people in responsible positions who are instigating the youth to embark on such demonstrations, which is needless, and we calling on the government and security agencies to expose those behind and bring them to book. We believe that we are not asking for too much as to Mr. Harry Attipoe's staying on to complete the good works he started, and also he is working for we, the chiefs. If there are issues or allegations over his stewardship in the traditional area, we suggest that the right approach must be taken.
You've heard from the chiefs of the region stating categorically that they are in support of the Regional House of Chiefs Registrar staying. But there are a few issues we've got to digest, for which I would quickly want to go to them and then ask for more clarifications.
If there are allegations against him and there are malpractices about him selling land which he has not got a mandate to do in the Kpone traditional area, we believe he should be taken on by the Kpone traditional area. Because if you could remember, about 6 or so months ago, Kpone youth organized a demonstration calling for his removal from the Kpone traditional area because they feel he's been selling land indiscriminately. These issues were investigated by the Kpong youth, and they only came out to say that it was a misrepresentation. So we are not shielding him about any atrocities he has done in Kpong.
You mean the Kpong youth investigated and came out that he was free of those allegations? How many Kpong groups do we have? Because the last time I checked, those who organized the demonstration in La had the leader of the Kpong youth being there, and he was still insisting that Harry Attipoe has soiled himself.
The issue is that there are a lot of correspondence that has gone on, and there are documents to support all this. Because we got wind of it, as chiefs, we had to investigate it. We went further and investigated all these issues. So what I'm saying is that if Attipoe has got an issue at the Kpong traditional area for his stewardship, he should be taken on. But that shouldn't be a basis for the youth to call that he shouldn't be registered here. No, it is the chief's prerogative, because he's working for the chiefs and he's not working for the council. So we believe that if he's done anything wrong, Kpong can take him on. Nobody's stopping that.
To the chiefs, approached the minister and explained things to him, talked to him. And he assured the House, the members, including the president, that he was going to revert the transfer. But just to come to the air and then let the public know that we, Greater Accra chiefs, wanted to do demonstration, and he asked that we should stay calm. Is that fine? Is that how, if it is a northern region, is that the way you respect his chiefs? We are of Greater Accra. We will not sit down for those things to be happening.
So you are now stating that the minister, the chieftaincy minister, Dr. Seydou Dana, has disrespected this house. Is that not so?
Totally. He has no respect. He actually doesn't respect us. He should have respected us.
So if the minister doesn't still heed to your pleas, the fact that he is the one by law mandated to transfer whoever he so wishes, what are you going to do next?
Please, we are not going to do anything. You know, we are not going to fight him. As at now, we are sitting. He seized our allowances. So, we are not going to beg for the allowances. They can keep it.
You mean the chieftaincy minister has seized your allowances? Since
Yes.
when? Since when?
About 3 months now.
Our monies are not coming.
About 3 months now.
Our monies are not coming. Even though they lodged it in, at the bank, he went behind, changed signatories without our knowledge. So when we issue check from here, it gets bounced. So we are not worried. The money should be there. We are also not going to beg anybody for money.
And you think he deliberately did that?
He deliberately did that. He deliberately did that. So if you are fighting Attipoe, why the chiefs? So we are taking it cool.
Okay.
That's why we say we are only pleading for others not to jump into this arena.
Okay.
Everybody should take it cool because we are in an election year.
Okay.
We want everybody to have peace before, during, and after. So that's why we are not making any noise.
So you've heard from our distinguished chiefs.
Good morning.